Looking at the map of the world, we may find that there may not be many more places to visit than that beautiful country located south of the border of the United States of America. Those who have made their way to Mexico have waxed lyrical about how amazing the country of Mexico is. If it isn't the healthy dose of history, it's the fact that the breathtaking landscapes and welcoming people have ensured that tourists have the time of their lives when they are there. Just so you don't end up wandering aimlessly, we're going to show you exactly where you can have the greatest experience of this great country. Without further ado, here are 20 of the best places to visit in Mexico. Number 20. San Miguel de Allende, Guanajuato. Looking at all the amazing places that can be found in the country of Mexico, one of the best places to head is the principal city of San Miguel de Allende. Having derived its name from Juan de San Miguel, a 16th century friar and a martyr of Mexican independence, Ignacio Allende, San Miguel de Allende was considered to be the epicenter of this great country during the historic Chichimeca War, when the Chichimeca stood their ground against the Spanish years for half a century during the initial phases of European colonization. Today, though, this part of this historic city has been designated as a World Heritage Site. With that in mind, tons of tourists gravitate to this amazing place to get a whiff of the historical essence of this amazing place. Aside from flocking there to visit the sanctuary of Jesus Nazareno de Atotonilco, many people take in the city's Spanish colonial and Baroque architecture and are keen to visit one of the many art galleries and museums found there. Furthermore, there are plenty natural attractions to visit, such as El Charco del Ingenio Botanical Garden. Trust us when we say San Miguel de Allende must be experienced for oneself. Number 19. El Pescadero, Baja California Sur. Next up, we have to make our way to El Pescadero, a small village in the municipality of La Paz, over in the state of Baja California Sur. Although it barely has more than 2,000 residents, we find that many people make their way to this beautiful village so that they can see the beautiful beaches for themselves. Don't take our word for it. Just look at how beautiful beaches such as Playa Los Territos and Playa La Ribera. After basking in the glory of these sandy beaches, visitors of this beautiful village can also appreciate the fact that this is a popular surfing destination. For those that cannot cut through the waves, they may be able to enjoy other outdoor activities such as fishing, boating, and swimming. They can even go hiking before or after visiting the ancient ruins and archaeological sites such as the Las Palmas Archaeological Site. Do not miss out on the many delights to be found in this quaint village. Number 18. Puerto Escondido, Oaxaca. As you travel through the beautiful country of Mexico, you just have to make sure that you visit the small port and tourist center known as Puerto Escondido. Translated to the hidden port in English, you do not want to miss out on what this beautiful center has to offer. If visitors don't get their fill of the beaches and the surfing activities that take place there, they can get their fill of the splendor of nature that can be found there. Make sure you visit the bioluminescent lagoon and the turtles found there. While you're there, make sure you get a taste of the culinary scene, as Puerto Escondido has become well known as a place that welcomes many into their cafes. A trip to Puerto Escondido could truly be your experience of a lifetime. Number 17. Valle de Guadalupe, Baja California Sur. Heading back to the state of Baja California Sur, we figured that we must stress how much fun there is to be had in the Valle de Guadalupe. You may find that many people may make their way to this beautiful place because they just had to experience the wine and the food found there. For those who do not know, Valle de Guadalupe is actually the premier region for wine in all of Mexico, so much so that it is actually responsible for 70% of the wine that is produced in Mexico. Wander around as you visit any one of the 150 vineyards found here. Make sure you get a fine bottle for yourself so that you can wash down a meal out of the local Baja Med cuisine, a cuisine that seems to be a combination of Mexican flavors with Mediterranean ingredients. You can enjoy such meals in any one of the restaurants. This could truly be the culinary experience of a lifetime. Number 16. Playa del Carmen, Quintana Roo. Ooh boy, you guys don't know what there is in store for you when you make your way to the scenic resort city known as Playa del Carmen. Colloquially known as Playa, this city is known to be a popular tourist destination. Maybe it is due to the fact that there is something for someone looking to enjoy a break in the sun-drenched country of Mexico. Over at Playa, visitors find that they can take part in anything ranging from enjoying the beautiful scenes found on the white sandy beaches in the city. On such beaches, visitors can take part in a wide variety of water activities such as snorkeling, kayaking, and scuba diving. They can also drink in the history and culture found there, as they could visit any of the Mayan ruins found there. Add the fact that the city is known for its bubbling nightlife, and you'll find that Playa might be the perfect place for that holiday in Mexico. Number 15. Todos Santos, Baja California Sur. Once more, we find ourselves in the state of Baja California Sur as we take a look at the small coastal town of Todos Santos. Located in the foothills of the Sierra de la Laguna Mountains, the residents of this small town have found that it has gradually been developing into a tourist destination for many looking to see what Mexico has to offer. If the beaches don't draw you in, then the natural beauty of places such as the Sierra de la Laguna Biosphere Reserve. If that isn't enough to catch your attention, you could either enjoy the sights of the colonial-style landscapes found there. If that is not your speed, you can enjoy the wildlife that is found there, as many people have made their way to Todos Santos so that they could enjoy the whale watching that goes on there or the release of baby turtles that occur from December to March. Visitors could also enjoy the week-long festivals that take place every February. Add the fact that Todos Santos has been awarded the title of Pueblo Mágico, which means that it is a historically and culturally important town to the country of Mexico. And you may find that there truly aren't many places to visit in Mexico other than Todos Santos. Number 14. Oaxaca City, Oaxaca. Speaking of visiting places that are culturally and historically significant, there aren't much better destinations than Oaxaca City. Located in the eponymous state of Oaxaca, this is a place that is known for its heritage tourism, so much so that it makes up an important part of the city's economy. As such, it should come as no surprise that it was designated as a UNESCO World Heritage Site towards the end of the 80s. Also known as La Verde Antequera, or the Green Antequera in English, many people are compelled to look at the many native greenstone structures that are found in Oaxaca City. They are also drawn to the city so that they could look at historical churches and plazas found there. They could also mingle with the vibrant Zapotec and Mixtec communities so that they could observe and learn from their culture. One of the things that people would like about the culture of such people is the local cuisine, which includes cecina, tamales, and squash blossom soup, or take part in local festivals such as Dia de los Muertos, also known as the Day of the Dead. Make sure you visit Oaxaca City for the experience of a lifetime. Number 13. La Paz and Isla Espiritu Santo, Baja California Sur. This is our last stop in the state of Baja California Sur, but we promise you it is worth it, because wait till you see what the uninhabited island of Isla Espiritu Santo has to offer. First, though, you have to make your way through the gateway to the Sea of Cortez known as La Paz. One may be able to enjoy the beaches found there. Visitors can enjoy the views of the sandy beaches while swimming with the whale sharks and sea lions found there. While it is a great place to enjoy, you see the wildlife sanctuary that is Isla Espiritu Santo. There you can also frolic along the beach while enjoying the views of the fascinating wildlife found there. These must be some of the best places to enjoy the splendor of nature in Mexico. Number 12. Mexico City, State of Mexico. A popular destination for those hoping to experience the wonders of Mexico for themselves, visitors may find that there is little to do in this bustling city filled with more than 21 million people. As such, visitors may be able to sink in seamlessly as they visit what is considered to be one of the oldest cities in the Western Hemisphere. As such, there is simply a ton of things to keep tourists occupied when they visit this ancient city. For starters, they can get their fill of the ancient history of this great city by visiting places such as the Historic Center, which just happens to be another UNESCO World Heritage Site in Mexico. They can also enjoy the most of the art scene that this city has to offer, thanks to the many museums and art galleries found in this ancient city. The Museo Nacional de Antropología comes to mind. Add the delectable cuisine and the bustling nightlife that can be found in New Mexico, and you may find that Mexico City may be the place to be for those hoping to get a great taste of what Mexico has to offer. Number 11. Isla Holbox, Quintana Roo. We find ourselves returning to the state of Quintana Roo as we take a look at what the island of Holbox has to offer. Also known as the Black Hole, Isla Holbox is separated from the mainland by 10 kilometers of a shallow lagoon. Despite this separation, you may find that this distance acts as no hindrance to the nature lovers that made their way to Mexico. This is because such people are eager to get their fill of the island's natural beauty. This is thanks to the sandy white beaches and the turquoise water that surrounds said beaches. Then again, there is the bioluminescence that can be witnessed on the island as visitors observe the whale sharks and other fascinating creatures that can be found on the island. This is perfect for an island that is known to be a laid-back destination for those who want to chill and relax under the sun. As such, visitors will find that they are able to chill out and relax as they visit one of the many retreats on the island, retreats such as CSA Las Tortugas. This is surely the best place for that relaxing vacation in Mexico. Number 10. Merida, Yucatán. Located just about 35 kilometers away from the Gulf of Mexico, many would find that Merida is the capital city of the state of Yucatán. Considered to be the largest city in southeastern Mexico, this beautiful city is considered to be the cultural and financial capital of the Yucatán Peninsula. As such, visitors may find that the city's rich cultural heritage may be the product of the combination of the Mayan and the Spanish cultures, a phenomenon that occurred during the colonial era. As such, one can imagine that there are tons of historical and cultural sites to be explored in this city. For example, many tourists may find themselves captivated by the Cathedral of Merida, the 16th century cathedral that is considered to be the oldest one in the mainland Americas. With that in mind, visitors can also soak in the sights of the historic architecture found in Merida. For example, they can enjoy sites such as the Centro Histórico and the Paseo de Montello. Let's also point out that there are many museums to visit and enjoy, and that is, if you do not want to enjoy a visit to ancient ruins such as Uxmal, Chaltun, and Chichen Itza, don't miss out on a visit to this historic city. Number 9. Morelia, Michoacán. Designated as a UNESCO World Heritage Site back in 1991, this is an ancient city that is located in the north-central part of Michoacán. A visit to the capital city and the largest city of this state has proven to be one that is thoroughly entertaining, as this is a place where much of the colonial architecture has been well preserved. We are talking about historical sites such as the Colonial Governor's Palace, a 3-mile aqueduct that was built back in 1785, and a cathedral that was completed all the way back in 1744. A visit to this ancient city is bound to give visitors the hit of history that they so desire. Number 8. Bacalar, Quintana Roo. Once more, we make our way to the state of Quintana Roo, where we must insist that tourists must make sure they visit the city of Bacalar. Considered to be the largest city in the Bacalar municipality, people make their way here so they could take part in birdwatching activities that take place there. That is because the town has a unique ecosystem that seems to attract many birds such as kingfishers and herons. As great as the bird watching is in such a place, we find that many visitors are also excited about other activities, such as the water sports, such as fishing, that takes place here. This is truly the best place for that chilled and relaxed vacation in Mexico. Number 7. Islas Marietas National Park, Nayarit. Now, let's head over to the state of Nayarit so that we can see what the group of islands known as the Marieta Islands, or Isla Marietas, have to offer. Despite the fact that it is located a few miles away from the coast of Nayarit, these islands have proven to be a popular tourist destination, most likely due to the fact that the island is protected from fishing and hunting by the Mexican government. Then again, you may find that people are enticed there so that they could visit the Isla Marietas National Park. This is the home to diverse marine life, of which includes beautiful species of dolphins, turtles, whales, and manta rays. There is also the fact that this is a fantastic place for bird lovers, as they can get lost staring at the more than 90 species of birds that can be found there. Add the fact that people can make their way to the Hidden Beach, which just happens to be a small bay located within a crater on one of the islands, and you may find that a visit to the Islas Marietas National Park may be that idyllic vacation you have dreamed of all your life. Number 6. Sumidero Canyon, Chiapas. If you find that you get excited by craters and canyons, then you have a treat waiting for you when you head over to the city of Chiapa de Corzo in the state of Chiapas. This is where many tourists have found themselves lost for words when they come across the Sumidero Canyon. Believed to be just as old as the Grand Canyon, this canyon is truly a sight for sore eyes. Its walls are said to be as high as 3,300 feet, and believe us when we say that is just the tip of the proverbial iceberg. Sure, these walls started forming about 35 million years ago and they have been well preserved by the sands of time, but visitors have found that they have been captivated by the wide variety of wildlife that can be found there. Not only is this place the home of a wide array of species, it is also the home to some endangered species such as the American crocodile and the Central American river turtle. Those who may not be in love with wild animals may find that they can enjoy this scenic location by exploring any of the many caves found there. The Cueva de Colores, also known as the Cave of Colors, has proved to be a popular attraction to many that find themselves there. Add the mind-boggling waterfalls there and the awe-inspiring views from the Miradores points, and you may find that you may never want to leave this paradise known as the Sumidero Canyon. Number 5. Las Coloradas, Yucatán. Back at Yucatan, we'd find that many have good reason to plan a visit to the community of Las Coloradas, because there may be no better place in all of Mexico to Suitun Cenote, Yucatan, to learn about the salt industry while taking in the beautiful sights of the breathtaking pink lakes found there, thanks to the high salt content and the presence of microorganisms such as red algae and plankton found there. Add the fact that Las Coloradas is located in the Ria Lagartos Biosphere Reserves, and nature lovers would find that they are in for a treat because they would get a view of creatures such as crocodiles and birds making the most of their environment. This is truly a nature lover's paradise. Number 4. Suitun Cenote, Yucatan. Let's head out to Yucatan so that we can take in the stunning views to be found at Suitun Cenote. Believed to be a natural sinkhole that is decorated by stalagmites in the ceiling and a stone walkway that leads to the center of the site, and you'd find that this place is the perfect field trip destination for family and friends, especially as it is considered to be a popular destination for photos. Don't miss out on a visit to this amazing destination. Number 3. Teotihuacan Pyramids, State of Mexico. Let's head out to the state of Mexico so that we can visit the ancient Mesoamerican city known as Teotihuacan. This is because today, this ancient Mesoamerican city is known as the site of the most significant Mesoamerican pyramids known as the Pyramid of the Sun and the Pyramid of the Moon, both of which were built in the pre-Columbian Americas. Understandably, such ancient sites saw that this region has been designated as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1987, and as such, you can see how the history lovers would love to spend a day or two learning about the history and culture of this historical site. Number 2. Chichen Itza, Yucatan. We're going to take one last trip to the state of Yucatan so that we can head over to the large pre-Columbian city known as Chichen Itza. Built by the Maya people of the Terminal Classic period, this archaeological site has been a source of fascination for those looking to learn more about the history and culture of those who lived during the era of the ancient Mayan civilization. Once at this UNESCO World Heritage Site, visitors may find themselves captivated by some of the awe-inspiring structures found here. Make the most of this site that was considered to be a sacred site to the ancient Mayan people, especially when it comes to structures such as the Kukulkan Temple. Number 1. Copper Canyon, Chihuahua. Finally, we make a stop at the state of Chihuahua where we can visit the 6 canyons known as the Copper Canyons. Carved out by 6 rivers as they drain out of the western side of the Sierra Tarahuma, many flock to this amazing spot so that they can take in the beauty of the many canyons and the lovely landscape surrounding it. After all, this is the site of Cascada Piedra Volada and Basasiakic Falls, 2 of the tallest waterfalls in all of Mexico. As they take in the wonders of nature found here, they could also learn more about the Tarahumara people and how these descendants of the Aztecs made this place home for many years. They could also take part in other activities such as biking and hiking. They could even take the Copper Canyon train ride as it makes its way from Los Mochis to Chihuahua City. Don't miss out on the experience to be had in such a wonderful place.